It is an all-Welsh affair. The newly blonde Dominic Dale playing Ryan Day. Dale, aged 35, Day, aged 27. Halfway around the world they've travelled. They only live about 10 miles away from each other in South Wales, can you believe? Well, this final, played today over the rest of 19 frames, is already into the fourth, as you can see. A brief history of the game so far. Ryan Day got off to a cracker with a break of 105 in the opener before Dominic fought back to go into the lead by 2 frames to 1. And as you see, we're joining it now in the early stages of frame 4, the frame leading up to the mid-session interval in this first of 2 sessions. The first time, incidentally, would you believe that red missed by Dominic? The first time that these two have ever met. I'm surprised, actually, that they've never met before in ranking tournaments. Thought they might have done at some stage, but no, they haven't. And it's taken a ranking event final for them to finally come face to face. Ryan Day, ranked number 16 in the world, although getting to the final has brought him up to number 10, provisionally. Dominic Dale officially number 31, but his progress so far this week has brought him up to number 18. And this the 4th time in ranking events that we have had an all-Welsh final. So, Ryan Day back at the table then. Can he produce something similar to what he did in the first frame, that fine 105? Well, Mike Hallett's with me this morning. Mike, all Welsh final, we don't see too many of them. As I say, this is only the 4th ever in ranking events. And can you pick a winner out of these two? How do you see this one going?
Well, myself and Joe Johnson were asked yesterday who did we fancy, and they're obviously both playing well. They're both full of confidence, everything like that. But I had a sneaking feeling for Dominic Dale, actually. At the moment he's ahead, but having missed that red has allowed Ryan in here. But I just feel that looking at the matches all week, that Dominic has looked very relaxed indeed, and he's come here with no expectations really. I haven't said, well, I'll say no expectations, because his form over the last season and a half has not been that consistent. Although having said that, pre-season he's been playing a lot of snooker. He's been practicing hard and he's been playing a lot of matches. And I think Neil Folt at the beginning of the week actually picked Dominic to do well here this week. Well, he's got to the final. Just one more match to go to lift the title. And he's looked very good. Having said that, Ryan Day has looked very good. Difficult to split these two, it really is. But I'm going to go for Dominic Dale today.
Righty-ho. I'll do my usual trick and sit on the fence and just sit back and enjoy it. I hope you do too. 19 frames, the first 10. They play 8 here in this afternoon's session, and the evening session then could possibly be 11 frames long.
Well, just looking at the betting, Mike, they've got Ryan Day favoured actually, 15 to 8 on, Dominic Dale at 11 to 8.
Well, interestingly, Ryan began his match against Graham Dott, the former world champion, as the slight odds-on favourite, and well, he eventually justified the bookies' betting, didn't he, by beating Graham 6 frames to 2 yesterday, whilst Dominic came through against Mark Selby, recent World Championship finalist, of course, 6 frames to 3.
Yes, Ryan really didn't allow Graham Dott to find any rhythm.
22.
And, kept him at bay.
23.
That's a cracking shot. He stroked that in to land on the black. It really is a great shot.
Yeah, I must pay a compliment to Ryan Day. There are not many players who get Graham Dott rattled. Graham Dott is normally a very tough, battle-hardened player. But there were signs yesterday during that match against Ryan that Graham was rattled. Sitting in his chair, you could sense the nervousness in him. And Ryan did a real job on him yesterday. All credit to the guy.
Well, I think basically because of the last 4 in the semi-final lineup, you know, Graham Dott has got the more experience and former world champion, so he was the favourite to win the title. Perhaps that put a little bit more added pressure on him. What did you say, Mike? Ryan did he shut him out, didn't he? Well, he'd like to put something together here to make it 2 apiece. This, of course, their final frame before their mid-session interval, and 2 Welshmen in the final, and we have a Dutchman refereeing in the form of Johan Uman. Whatever happens, these two boys going the right way as regards
39.
ranking points in the list.
Dominic will be delighted to hear you refer to him as a boy.
Well,
He's a boy at heart anyway, even if he is 35 years of age, Dominic. He's got a great sense of humour.
46.
Lover of the game, collects snooker memorabilia. He's got a house full of it.
definitely full of it.
47.
Well, last year when we finished the World Championship, we spoke to him, didn't we? And he was delighted to be back in the top 32, and he wanted to push on this year, and he's certainly done that.
Well, as Ryan Day keeps going here, Dominic, let's just point out that were he to win this match, he would actually be number 16 provisionally, and he's never been in the top 16. His highest ever ranking is 19, and he's provisionally now up to 18, so certainly going in the right direction. Ryan would be number 8 in the world if he were to win. He'd actually be above Stephen Hendry. There's a thing.
Well, that's very more.
Well, now he can concentrate on getting a second century of the match.
Well, it was that misread down the top cushion from Dominic. Don't tend to miss many of those, these boys, but didn't quite calculate it correctly, and has allowed mine in for these, but he's taken these very well indeed.
A chance then for his 4th century of the week. That would put him alone in the lead as far as centuries are concerned. There haven't been that many, 15 so far. This could be number 16.
Yes, as we mentioned, the tables have been a little bit on the slow side actually, and players have struggled with the positional side with the cue ball. Having said that, obviously they've put a new cloth on for the final after the 2 semis. I think they put one on before the semi-finals actually, and it seems to be responding a little bit better. It's a bit sharper, but during the week we spotted on a few occasions that the tables were playing quite heavy.
Well, it's not affecting Ryan Day too much on this one. He's going exceptionally well, and every chance now to finish with another 3-figure contribution. He's looking very relaxed out there, Ryan, in only his 2nd ever ranking event final. Well, actually, it's the same for Dominic. Dominic's only in his 2nd ever.
88.
There he is, new blonde haircut and all.
$93.
So 115 possible here.
97.
Well, this has been superb. Not really
100.
in any trouble.
$108.
Now, can he bang this black in to complete the clearance? Oh, 90 mile an hour. In it goes. That's the shot of a